Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Random Learnings with Hapsi. And before we go into today's topic proper, here are a few health tips and myth busters that I got from the WHO. Please go through them and I'll be back with the topic of discuss today. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is the best time to look inward and understand who we really are. It's easy to use fancy words and tags to describe ourselves on social media, on social media bios and the likes on our profiles, but how true are those descriptions of us actually? Are we truly who we say we are, or are we someone entirely different? If you are all alone in this lockdown, you can use this quietness to your advantage and do some little soul search, self-reflections and identity check. And if you are also not alone, but maybe with family or friends, you can use that as an advantage as well. Let them be your guide to self-reflection. Okay, so basically what you do is take a piece of paper and write down a few words. There is no specific number as to how many or how less they can be. Write down a few words that you feel can be used to describe yourself. Okay, so whatever words you feel best describe you, write those words down on a piece of paper. Then what you do is give that piece of paper to those family friends. It could be however much you want. You could give it to 2 or more people or just one individual. Okay, you give it to them and make sure you let them be alone while they do that. You give them to go through it and to tick the ones that they affirm, the ones that they agree that actually describes you. They agree that those words actually have said best. So they tick them, and the ones they do not agree describes you well, they strike out. Then on the back of that paper, they should write down their own words. For every one word they strike out, they should turn around to rewrite another word that I did not write that they feel best describes me. I hope you get this. It's very, very simple. Write down words that you feel describes your personality. Give it to someone you trust or someone that you know knows you a lot or has been around you for a while to know a little about you. Then have them go through those words and agree or disagree with those words, and then turn the paper around to rewrite the words in their own mind that they feel describes you better. And make sure you do not take anything they write personally. If you want somebody who takes things personally, this activity, this test is not for you. Please don't do it. Don't go and start fighting with people and say, Hafsat said you should do so. I beg. So when you do that, you go back. Make sure you leave them to do that alone, please. Don't be there, because definitely your presence there would hinder the whole point of honesty about this game. So you let them be with themselves and do that. So you go back and get the paper and sit down, and you both go through the responses together. Now that would teach you a lot about yourself. That would teach you on whether who you think you are is actually who the person that you put out there, or you are having a little bit of conflicting ideas as to who you really are. Okay, so let's think about that. Everyone doing whatever, to everyone who doing whatever they can to remain sane and happy during this lockdown, please keep it up. This is me wrapping things up. I don't want to give you a lengthy video like I always do. So everyone doing whatever they can during this lockdown to be happy, keep being your best, strong and amazing self. You all know one but yourself an explanation for being happy. And to the so-called mature-minded, serious folks, please stop being too judgmental. You'd see people post stuff and begin to criticize. How would you feel if people criticized you for being too self-conscious? Or how would you feel if people criticized you for simply minding your own business? It's funny, right? Well, exactly. Exactly. This is the same way people feel when you come about judging them for doing what they want to do. As long as they are not answerable to you, they are not your children, okay? Please, oh, take your eyes off people's business. If you see someone's post that you don't like, swipe and pass. Go. But it's not even about them coming to comment on that person's post. It's about your own self, the thoughts that you accommodate in your own head. Do you find yourself accommodating negative thoughts about what people do to make themselves happy? If you do, then you should please have a rethink about yourself. Honestly, I think you should have a rethink, because it just says that maybe there's a whole lot of bitterness that you're accommodating in you that you have not addressed. Because how does somebody else's actions, somebody is on their own lane, minding their business and doing something that they genuinely want to do without calling your name, and then here you are in your own house, maybe in a different country or entirely, and it is seriously eating you up and making you angry? My dear, talk to a therapist, please. So it is, I know I'm trying to make it funny, but it is really, really very, very important that we try to be accommodated to other people's differences, okay? So if there's anything I feel this corona thingy, this whole pandemic situation is teaching the entire world, it is the fact that there is more to this life than we all think, and we all need to be accommodative to each other, to one another, okay? Sometimes when we start making excuses for others, only then do we begin to see a bigger picture. We begin to understand diversity and oneness. Life is a beautiful, it's so beautiful, people. Life is beautiful. It's simple. Please and please, let us stop making it a big deal for each other. Let us make it beautiful. Let us make it amazing, an amazing experience for one another. You do not know what that person who posted a very, very silly video is going through, that has made them to just while away time and take time out of their worries to post that video. Okay, so yeah, maybe you do not come out to tell them that they are being silly for posting that, but the fact that you allow yourself to think negative too much about people, it only says a lot about the kind of person you are. Do you see people post things that you would normally not do, and then you just laugh about it and say, well, that's them doing them? Or do you see it and you're like, this person does not have sense? That's too negative. I'm not saying I don't do that, so we are humans, we're not perfect, but the fact that you consciously try to adjust yourself, to correct yourself, to know that this is not something that you should allow to grow in you and to become a part of you altogether. Try to be a good listener. Try to accommodate people's differences. Everybody cannot be like you. Sometimes we never really understand why people do things, why people behave the way they are, but when you try and become a people's person. Try and read up on that. Try and become a people's person. Try and make up excuses for people. It's not easy, but the moment you genuinely try to make an effort to become that kind of a person, knowingly or unknowingly, you tend to move towards, you start seeing that your actions are accommodative of people's differences. Now, it's not like you should accommodate things that will bring you hurt or things that will bring you pain. Now, some of us have triggers. Some of us have things that trigger either panic attacks or depression or different kind of mental situations. So, and we spend a lot of time on social media. It's a different thing now if a particular person's post, you've gotten to realize that that person's constant posts actually triggers you. Then now it's not they don't know that now, okay? They don't know that. So the best thing you can do is to maybe mute that person or unfollow that person, or just do whatever you can do so that you do not end up, you don't frequently see that person's posts, just for your own peace of mind. So all in all, just be good, be accommodative, be safe, stay at home, and laugh as much as possible. Do whatever you can do to laugh, okay? And don't criticize people for doing whatever they can to laugh and be happy in these trying times. It's bye for now. Have a blessed day.